So welcome everyone to today's episode of Subnautica Modded. This time we're focusing, of course, on the floating base. Today I'm testing out a new mod, the Better HUD Info Mod. That's right, if you look, I've got new information showing in my heads-up display. So we're going to give this a little trial run and do some work around the base. So to start with, it's nice in that, for one, of course, we still see our power that we normally see. We also see our hull strength, which is very nice. So we have a constant indicator of where our hull strength is for a base in case you forget and you start building that component that puts you into the negative. It also tells us the time, another thing that's been missing, so we can kind of know when it's going to start getting dark instead of just relying on looking at the horizon. Plus, if you're underwater, you don't really see the horizon, so having the time is helpful. But it's got an O2 meter, which is interesting, only 21% O2. So I'm wondering if that's like a 21% of the atmosphere value, like 21% oxygen in the atmosphere. Of course, I'm inside the base, so yep, okay, I'll drop down. It doesn't change based on my level. Outside biome, blood kelp 2. Okay, so I'm in blood kelp 2. Temperature, so full-time temperature, very quick change. Still has the time and has our coordinates. So if you are one that likes to use coordinates to find things, but you don't like having to go and hit F1 all the time, save you some trouble. So yeah, pretty much that seems to be the main part of it. Outside, I get my water temperature, my time, and my coordinates, plus the biome, which is interesting is blood kelp 2, I guess to signify that it's not certain areas that you're in this specific area. And we've seen with the base what it does. Let's go to the Cyclops now and see what it does in there. So now in the Cyclops, you see I got my O2 level showing again. I've got the Cyclops charge showing, as well as hull percentage, which is great. So you don't have to just go, oh, what's my hull percentage at? Also, it says 25 degrees Celsius for the water, but that says 26. So either there's something slightly off, or that's rounding up, and this isn't quite rounding up as readily. But we do have a slight difference there. Of course, the time, which in this case, we can generally see what time it is. Unless you're deep in the water, then you don't see anything. So the sea moth is just O2, which is kind of interesting, I guess, because I'm inside. So it's saying, hey, I got 21% oxygen. It's breathable air. I feel like that could just be really O2, yes or no. Because when I get out of the water, it doesn't say O2 0%. Feels like that could just be yes or no. And then it's just the biome is really almost the same as when I'm just out in the water myself swimming. But in this case, I'm not seeing the water temperature in the better heads-up display. I'm just seeing the water temperature, of course, in the sea moth. It's giving me just really O2, which shouldn't matter. It should just be yes or no, I would say, on the O2. Is there oxygen present? Yes or no. So now in the area of the Lost River, where, I just came down from where I was, and this is where we have, it's the upper waterfall area coming off that central trunk. You come up the waterfall, good place to get nickel, and we got the Ghost Leviathan over there. So it's showing Lost River, Ghost Tree, Lower, which I'm assuming is something to do with the fact that it has kind of these, plants in the area, not so much the actual, like the big cove tree, but ghost trees. So one little area over here in the corner, I'm getting Ghost Tree. It is just, off to the side. That's where I came in to the area. And so I'm right here, and as I go little bit, and there we go, Ghost Tree Lower. So apparently it's, I guess, mapping to a certain area, despite, where this area is. It's basically like how you would draw on a map, like outlining certain sections is what it kind of feels like. I'm not sure what it would be pulling from specifically for that. And now we got the Lost River Junction. Okay, so that, makes sense for the name right here. And there's our cove tree. And now in this corner, you can see, I'm not even like right next to a skeleton, but it says Ghost Tree Skeleton. So yeah, now blood kelp too, right back into this little area. Wow, I did not realize how close I actually am with this base to that entrance. Is actually like right there going down, and there's the base. I'm practically parked atop another entrance into the Lost River. So testing out something here, I see that if I'm outside the base and building, of course, it's not showing me my hull strength. So that works great when you're inside the base, but if you're building outside the base, it's not going to really make a difference. So I'm noticing now, driving the Cyclops, it does the same thing as with the Sea Moth. Even though I am in the Cyclops, I no longer see the hull strength while driving. But as soon as I stop driving, Cyclops charge, hull strength, you know, all that comes back. Okay, so again, it says 20 degrees here. The heads-up display says 19 in the water. So I'm going to jump out. I want to see what it's saying 20 in the water. Okay, that says 20 degrees, but that says 19. So there's a difference in the way the numbers are being presented or calculated for the temperature, but it's not off by much. It's, you know, within a degree that it's accurate. And hi, he's attacking me. Oh man, he's taking me away. He just dragged me like 100 meters away. So biome, underwater islands. You know, again, it's, for the most part, it's gonna say just the main biome, it seems. But it's when you get into different areas of the same biome type, it's like, oh, here's, you know, 1, here's 2, so you can differentiate which area you're actually in. So, you know, it's a nice little boost. Not a complete overhaul of anything. Not like an amazing, just, I can't believe we've gone so long without this type of mod. It's a good mod. It gives you some extra information, but it's not like that amazing. Okay, but in the camera mode, it shows the Cyclops charge, the hull, the depth, how deep I am relative to the total amount. So it actually gives a good amount of information in camera mode. But when you come out of camera mode, you kind of lose all that. I wish it was still there in camera mode, or, you know, still there like it is in camera mode. I feel like this is actually less useful in normal driving as opposed to using the camera mode, which for some people might be normal driving after all. I'm parking this thing much closer now so that I don't have that problem like last time where I was out of range of my supplies on board. So last time I ended with building out 2 living quarters, 2 rooms for people to live in, for our nerds, our residential nerds here. And I still need to put some trees in there in each one, but yeah, that's enough. All right, so now something to do with these. I don't think I want it to be living quarters. Of course, we do have certain things not in the game at the moment. You know, stuff that we're seeing come into below zero, like the shower, the toilet. Those could be fun to have in here and be like, all right, here's the bathroom over here. I don't really have a toilet design. Yeah, so there's not really anything in the decorations fabricator aspect that I could find that fits beyond maybe, you know, the robot arm to help you shake when you get done. So I know technically it's the modification station, but hear me out. It kind of has that look almost of a space toilet. You know, you got the little spot there, you sit down, and it's got that suction to make sure nothing goes floating around in 0G. So we're gonna treat that kind of like it's the toilet. And you know, is it me? No, it's the legs are missing. It's glitching into the floor on this level. Oh wow, okay. So in the other levels, we've seen stuff get off a different way, like in the walls, but on this level, it's sinking stuff into the floor. Did it do that over here and I just not notice? No, it's actually, everything's fine over here. Oh, wait, no, it's not. Oh, something's gone weird now. Something has gone really weird. I'm like placing differently. I shouldn't have moved anything. I was placing differently there too. Oh no. Okay, that's a problem. Same height. Yeah, same height. Nothing's moved. Nothing's like increased in height or anything. I mean, it looks the same. Yep, doing the same thing here. You can even see right there how it's sticking out. And that's with and without snapping turned on. What if I go, what is their side? Green side. What if I go way out here? Surely it's not something to do with this that I added last time. I mean, I built this and then I was able to build upstairs last time. It was fine. Nope. Just acting weird. It's not, surely it's not their fault. Yeah, there's something going on. I'm going to try closing out and reopening, see if maybe that fixes it. If not, I may not actually get as much done in this video as I thought I was going to. Okay, back in. Let's go back to the plant pot. And it's doing it again. All right, that means I've got to try this. The only other thing I've done is the new mod. So while it seems interesting, I'm going to take it back out and see if that fixes it. Okay. Once again, nope. Okay, so the new mod may not be the problem, at least not anymore. So yeah, something has gone really weird with this base platform now. So it snaps normal outside. I wonder if building onto it outside might reset something as far as like the allow. It did not. So I'm going to try this. HBPL rotate 1. Okay. And now -1. Bring it back as it was. Oh yeah, duh. Oh yeah, let me see if this snaps. Yep, that snaps. So that's snapping. Oh, there we go. Fixed it. So maybe it was something with the mod that threw things off, or maybe something else just went weird, but doing the rotate and a rotate back fixed it. Apparently the platform was acting like it was on a different level. Make sure nothing got thrown off when I did that. Okay, so back to what I was doing. Might want to take this out since it should place, yes, all the way up. Our space toilet can now be positioned correctly. Honestly, it did kind of work better, you know, recessed into the ground, but I wanted everything else to work. So now we got a space toilet, supposedly toilet. I really don't know. We don't have anything for like bathroom stuff in this. We don't have restroom type stuff. There we go. Quantum teleporter. If I could change what it says up top, that could be the toilet. That could be the shower. You go inside, close, you get showered. You don't get seen by anybody. That could actually be good to use for the shower. We're gonna count that like the space toilet. Let's do some nice wall planters. So we got this nice bit of greenery in the room. Feels inviting. You come in. Oh, sit down. Yep, let it out. Actually, you know what? We're going to turn it. We're going to put one in each side. That way, there's like some separation. We got room for 2 people. You know, there's 2 people living here. They don't want to have to wait and take turns. And now that I'm looking at everything else, I'm thinking maybe it is a better idea to be like, this is a private bathroom. You come in, you know, we'll put a bulkhead on the door. So, you know, occupied or not. Actually, that could be a good one to do, is put an occupied type sign out there. Occupied. We're gonna go big. Or get rid of that. That thing. Yeah, actually, no, that's a good thing. Oh, that works right there. Yeah. Occupy. I think that's the color they use on planes anyway. Actually, you know what? I might just go ahead and do a full donut design for it. Just go all the way around in a circle. So yeah, that's overlapping. But yeah, we'll do a donut here. It goes right up to the... Actually, that's almost could be fun to put in the middle in a way. But I don't like the idea of it blocking like the walking path, you know? It's like... I mean, it could be useful if it was more spacious, if we had like actual... Like, here's a toilet, here's a shower that takes up a certain amount of space. Sure. And that's like... One side's higher than another, yeah. One piece is a little higher than another. That could be the toilet. Just come in here and, you know, sit in the big squat in the middle. So while the teleporter has a nice look to it, that could pass for a shower. In this case, you know, if I really had to, it is expensive to make, and it's under the FCS Tech Fabricator, which is why it's going to be getting an update soon. It's going to have something done differently with it for the new FCS fabric, or, you know, mods that come for everything. We may not even have an FCS Tech Fabricator soon. So I don't think I want to use that yet. Might, you know, be able to do something with it more after we get some of the new mods out. But for now, we might have to wait on the shower. We could also use an exercise room. And while this doesn't exactly fit in this regard exactly, technically we could call this like the punching bag. So because we don't have a punching bag, so this is like one of their exercise equipment items, is a warper mannequin punching bag. That was good. That's right there. You come up here and bam, 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 bam. Get a few hits in and feel better about yourself when they teleport you. And we'll just have to pretend that these are shelves for like holding some exercise equipment. And then we'll have, where are they? Yeah, lockers, like your lockers for them to put their gym stuff in. I think we'll go with a customizable picture frame that could be sort of the TV. And so for that, we're going to rotate it because, you know, TV's going to be widescreen, we would assume. We're going to go with the poster. I like that look better for a TV display type thing. And yes, I know it's a coffee machine, but we're going to pretend that it is just a water cooler. We'll go even lower with it. So it's like a water cooler. Yes, even though it's a coffee machine, we're going to just kind of pretend that it's a water cooler. So you come up here and get a little bit of water while you're working out. Again, I'm stretching a bit at this point. I'm trying to do something different that I haven't done before, and this I haven't done before because we really don't have stuff like bathroom vanity type stuff and exercise equipment, which is honestly surprising that nobody has made anything like that for a mod as far as I'm aware. Close enough. That's not, it doesn't look quite dead center, but it's close enough. So 2 people, 2 lockers, and what we're going to do on this end, getting creative again with it, we're going to have a chair, and yeah, chair with armrests, so that you sit down and you turn to this thing. I get lined up right. You come in, you sit down, you look over here, you hit the program, you got TV controls, baby. Yeah, we can make this the TV controls. And massage chair controls. Just feel that little, that shiatsu massage going on your back. Like, ah. And what workout room would be incomplete without something to take care of yourself in case you push too hard, you have an accident with one of the exercise machines, pieces of equipment. We got the shelves. You know what? We're going to do another set of shelves over to the side here as well. Like that. And like another set of shelves for holding stuff. Yeah, I don't really know at this point. I am trying to find new things to decorate for, and this just, as much as I would like to do this, there's not a lot of options actually geared towards this. And that really only leaves me 2 rooms. 1, 2 on the end by the wind turbines. So I've done the upstairs now, other than a few tweaks, maybe with some other stuff in the future. Maybe we'll get an update to the decorations mod that has toilet stuff, maybe backported from Below Zero, or maybe we get an update that just from the devs backports from Below Zero. So we're going to need stuff in this room. I've already done the typical research stuff, so I really don't know what I want to do here. But I'm open for suggestions, so leave a comment below. Let me know what you think would be a cool new idea to put in here or something like this, and see what we can come up with. Also for this room, I really don't know. I've done a lot of different ideas in the past, and I'm trying to come up with some new stuff, and it's not working out quite as well as I really wanted it to. Oh, blood oil is placeable, but it's also doing that glitchy thing. Is it doing that again for everything? Wait, oh, that's placing normal. So I wonder if it's just that's the way it's going to place out here. That's interesting though. Oh yeah, this gives some interesting possibilities. At least right here. Of course, it is just like use planter. That's all it gives me. It doesn't give me like place down until I do that. I wonder if that will work. Oh yeah, it does. So I can put some blood oil in the middle. That's probably not going to help with performance in any way, but look at that. We got blood oil in there for a little extra color. So now with this, we're gonna do like a little rock pebble garden type thing. Yeah, look at that. Does make it kind of bounce a bit weirdly, so that could be problematic to a degree if I can not get stuck too much either. Yeah, it's not helping a lot. You can see the blood oil actually is working decently. You can actually see a glow from the blood oil on the dirt. Also notice it's like kind of wiggling around, but you're not getting as much from the little crystalline metallic materials. You see a little bit of that glow there from the uraninite and the ruby, but not a lot. Definitely does not show out as much in bright light, so daylight just, you know, it's using up some supplies and is doing something a little different with them. And we'll throw a couple of little pieces of diamond in there, which is not glowing in any way, not giving any kind of reflectiveness, just kind of blending in the dark, but you know, might help a little bit in daylight. We'll put it towards the outer edges so it's a little bit more prominent. Oh, I definitely gotta try this one if I can get it to place in there. Oh yeah, look at that. Big blue kyanite crystal. Actually stands out a decent amount. Did not want it to stick upwards slow, but there we go. So yeah, kyanite is definitely a good option if you're wanting to do something kind of like this for a little visual accent. And it still stands out even in daylight. It actually shows up pretty decently. So we got this kind of mixture. Makes me now kind of want to do just a little planter bed that's all done like this. Like not even a planter bed, but more like we're doing this as like a walkway type thing. Like a gravel, you know, fancy gravel walkway. Well, there you go. If you want to throw in some like decorative rocks with the decoration mod around your plants, you can see which ones will give the most benefit. Check out the Better HUD Info Mod. There'll be a link for it below. I'm not going to keep it now at this point. It adds some information and it can be useful depending on what you're looking for information-wise. For me, it just doesn't add enough benefit to actually worry about keeping it in. But maybe with a future update, you'll have some more stuff. But yeah, link will be in the description for that. And of course, like I said, leave a comment and let me know what you have in terms of ideas for some of these rooms. But that's it for this video. So if you enjoyed it, hit the like button. leave me a comment like I said, and of course hit subscribe if you haven't done so already. As always, I'm your host, Mr. Spicy. Thanks so much for watching. Be sure to keep it spicy this week, and I'll see you in the next video.